Welcome to the online lecture on bacterial growth curve. Today we will discuss about the topic bacterial growth curve. In this topic, I will discuss regarding what are the different phases of the bacterial growth curve and what are the different conditions that were happening during the bacterial growth curve. Okay, all these things we will discuss in detail in the bacterial growth curve. Bacterial growth curve. This is our topic. In the bacterial growth curve, in higher organisms, what is meant by the growth? Growth, we always think that if there is an increase in size, we think that it is an indication or it is about the growth. But when we are coming to the bacteria, growth always refer to the increases in size or volume of the organism. But in bacterial growth curve, it refers to the increase in their number. Okay, not about the increase in size or about the volume of the organism. In the bacteria, growth here the growth represents or it refers to the increase in number. How the bacteria will increase? The bacteria will divide by the cell division, by the binary fission, and one bacterial cell giving rise to two daughter cells. Like that, when there is increase in the number, that refers to the bacterial growth. That is the basic point regarding the bacterial growth curve. Therefore, we can see in higher organisms, we always say growth refers to the increase in size and the volume of organism. But in bacterial growth, or in bacteria, growth refers to the increase in their number. Okay, when they increase in the number, we can say it as the bacterial growth. See, when there is the bacteria, in bacteria, growth refers to as increase in their number. When a fresh liquid medium is inoculated with a given number of bacteria and incubated for a sufficient period of time, it gives a characteristic growth pattern of bacteria. Okay, we are saying that when there is an increase in the number. Okay, when the bacteria will divide, when the bacteria will have sufficient nutrients, okay, then the bacteria will utilize those nutrients and it will show their cell division by the binary fission. Therefore, for the growth of the bacteria, we are providing the nutrients. Nutrients we are providing in the form of culture media. Therefore, we are see here when a fresh liquid medium, okay, we are talking about a fresh liquid medium which was inoculated with the given number of bacteria. Suppose if n number of bacteria was inoculated into the fresh medium and incubated. What is meant by incubation? Incubation means when we are maintaining the constant temperature. Suppose if the bacteria we are using or fungi or any organism, okay, because all the organisms may not require the same temperature. The bacteria, it requires a different temperature. Mostly the bacteria is having 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, when the bacteria is incubated for sufficient period of time, how much period of time the organism requires? Means bacteria mostly requires 24 hours. That is about 1 day. Different organisms requires different incubation time. Okay, and incubation temperature also. It gives a characteristic growth pattern of the bacteria. Okay, when the organism is inoculated into the fresh medium, then the organism utilizes these nutrients for their growth. When the organism is incubated, okay, when the organism is incubated at sufficient period of time, at the sufficient period of time and the temperature, then the bacteria utilize these nutrients as the temperature and the time are optimum. Therefore, the bacteria will show their growth. Okay, and the growth can be seen with a characteristic pattern. All the microorganisms or all the bacteria may not show the same type of growth pattern. Suppose E. coli will show one type of growth pattern, one type of colonies. Salmonella typhi or lactobacillus, different bacteria will show their respective are their characteristic growth pattern of bacteria. Okay, this is regarding the when the organism, okay, when we can see the growth, when the fresh medium is inoculated with a given number of bacteria. Suppose if we are taking about in a test tube, we are taking about the medium to that if you had added the given number of bacteria, if you are inoculated means we are adding the inoculum. What is inoculum? Inoculum means bacteria or about microorganism. When the microorganism or the bacteria, here microorganism means we are saying about the bacteria. Therefore, I am using the word bacteria here. Okay, when the bacteria is inoculated means when we added this bacteria into the fresh medium, then the bacteria is incubated for sufficient period of time. Then the bacteria utilizes the nutrients, and as we are providing sufficient time and temperature, then the bacteria undergoes division, and they show the characteristic growth pattern of bacteria. If the bacterial population is measured periodically, suppose as the bacteria will dividing, okay, as the bacteria is dividing, as it is undergoing cell division, therefore the bacterial population is increasing. Therefore, if we want to measure the bacterial population periodically and log number of viable bacteria is plotted in a graph against time, it gives a characteristic growth curve which is known as the growth curve or growth cycle. Okay, our topic is about the bacterial growth curve. What is meant by, we discussed regarding the bacterial growth. What is meant by the growth? We are saying if it refers to the bacteria, we are saying that increase in the number of bacteria. How it will increase? By the cell division. Now coming about what is meant by the growth curve. Growth curve means we are saying about, see, we are drawing a graph, okay, representing in such a manner that taking off time on the x-axis and log number of bacteria on the y-axis. Okay, we are taking, okay, when if the bacterial population is measured periodically, suppose if we are measuring the bacterial population, and with that value, whatever the value we are getting, by utilizing that, by taking that values, okay, by taking the incubation time or how much time we have incubated, that time and the log number of bacteria, we have taken these two values. Therefore, these two values when we are taken and they are represented in a graph, we will get the graph like this. Okay, and this type of graph is known as the growth curve or growth cycle. Again, we will see this point. If the bacterial population is measured periodically and log of number of viable bacteria is plotted in a graph against time. What time we are taking? Incubation time. That means how much the bacteria. Suppose if bacteria was incubated for 24 hours, then we can take about the 24 hours on the x-axis. Okay, and how many number of bacteria was developed or about divided, or after the division how many number of bacteria is produced, that we are taking that log value, that log number of bacteria. We are not taking directly the number of bacteria. We are taking the logarithmic value of the number of viable bacteria. We are taking on the y-axis, and whatever the graph we are obtained, that graph or that curve is known as the growth curve or also known as the growth cycle. Before going into the phases, just let's look at, we are having the two definitions which are important, that is about the generation time. What is meant by the generation time? Generation time means the time interval for the formation of two daughter cells from one parent cell. Suppose we are taking one parent cell, if it undergoes a binary fission is giving rise to two daughter cells, that is known as the generation time. That means how much time it has taken for one bacterial cell to giving rise to two daughter cells. Suppose if a bacteria takes 5 hours, then we can say that bacteria generation time is 5 hours. Suppose if one bacteria is giving rise to two daughter cells, how much time, or about we are saying that the time interval for the formation of two daughter cells, from where? From one parent cell. If one parent cell is giving rise to two daughter cells, that time, whatever the time is taken, that time is known as the generation time. Generation time is also known as the. Okay, now we will discuss regarding the what is done by mean growth rate constant. The rate of growth during the exponential phase in a batch culture can be expressed in terms of mean growth rate constant. Okay, the rate of the growth during the exponential phase can be expressed. Okay, during the exponential phase, this is the phase which can be seen under the growth curve. This we can in detail, I will explain when we are discussing regarding the one of the phase, that is about the exponential phase. This is the number of generations per unit time, often expressed as the generations per hour. Whatever the mean growth rate constant we are saying, what is about, it is the number of generations. So that means per unit time. Per unit time, how many number of generations are going on? That was expressed, that number of generations per hour, if we are expressing, that is about the mean growth rate constant. It can be given k is equal to n by t is equal to log nt minus log n naught by 0.301 t. This is regarding the calculated value for the mean growth rate constant. Okay, now we will go with the next point, the bacterial growth curve. The curve is, we are saying that we are getting a some pattern of the growth curve. When we are taking the x-axis, on the x-axis we are taking the incubation time, and on the y-axis we are taking about the log number of bacteria. Okay, when we plot a graph between the incubation time and the log number of bacteria, then we will get some curve. That curve is known as the growth curve, as we discussed. Okay, what type of curve we can obtain means the curve obtained is known as the hyperbolic. Okay, why we can get about the hyperbolic? Due to the exponential bacterial growth pattern. What is an exponential? That means the bacteria will grow or the bacteria will divide exponentially. That means doubling. Okay, exponentially growth pattern. Hence, the bacterial growth curve is, what is the shape is about? That the shape is about hyperbolic. This point is very important. What type of curve you can see in the bacterial growth curve means the growth curve is about the hyperbolic. And coming about the phases, what the bacterial growth curve, the phases are about the stages it consisting of. The bacterial growth curve it consisting of totally 4 phases. The 4 phases are, the first one is about the lag phase. Okay, lag phase, name itself is explaining lag, that means lagging, dragging, like that. Okay, the next phase is known as the log phase or exponential phase. Okay, log phase, that means logarithmic phase. It is also known as the exponential phase. That means the bacteria will divide exponentially. And the third one is known as the stationary phase. And the fourth phase is known as the death phase, or also known as the decline phase. Okay, these are the 4 phases that we can see under the bacterial growth curve. See, it was represented in the curve or about the graph, and we are plotting the graph, taking the time on the x-axis and log number of bacteria on the y-axis. We have obtained what type of graph we can see. It is about the hyperbolic graph can be seen. What the graph or the growth curve, it consisting of totally, it consisting of 4 phases. The first phase is known as the lag phase, and the second phase is known as the log phase, and the third phase is known as the stationary phase, and the fourth phase is known as the death phase, or also known as the decline phase. We will go with the one by one phases, and we will look into the detailed points which we can discuss regarding the each stage. What are the stage changes are taking place in the each phase or about the each stage. Let us look at the first stage, that is known as the lag phase. If you, before going into the phases, if you just see the curve, you can see the lag phase, just it is very linear. Okay, that linear, whereas the log phase, just it is slightly increases in, okay, increasing. Okay, like this. Again, the stationary phase is also linear. That means no changes are, no that much of cell division is not taking place. Again, the death phase, okay, as the log phase is rising, whereas the death phase is declining. Hence, it is known as the decline phase. Okay, we will go in detail. The first phase is known as the lag phase. What is meant by the lag phase? Lag phase means when a bacteria is inoculated into the fresh media. As we discussed in the first slide, or about the initially we discussed that when the bacteria is inoculated into the fresh medium, and the bacteria will utilize us, and when we are providing the incubation time and the temperature, then the bacteria will divide exponentially. That we have discussed. Okay. Therefore, we are saying that when a bacteria is inoculated into the fresh medium, okay, the fresh medium means already the bacteria is present in some other medium or the parent slant. From that slant, if you are transferred into the new or fresh medium, immediately the bacteria will not divide. Not only the bacteria, any organism. Suppose if you see, if you are transferring a fish from one aquarium to another, or from one water to another, immediately the fish cannot adjust. Similarly, any organism, I can say, okay, no organism cannot shows immediately in the active stage. Every organism, when they turns into the fresh environment, they need certain time to adjust to the new environment. That period we can say it as the lag phase. Okay, similarly, bacteria also, when we are transferring the bacteria from one medium into the new fresh medium, it will not divide immediately. It cannot show the binary fission immediately. It needs certain time. What for? To adjust to that new environment. Okay, we will see when a bacteria is inoculated into the new fresh medium, it do not divide immediately. The bacteria takes some time to adjust to the new environment. That period in which the bacteria is metabolically active, okay, we cannot say that as the bacteria is not dividing, we cannot say that the bacteria is inactive state. No, the bacteria is in the active state, but it cannot shows the division, but it is metabolically active. Okay, see, the bacteria is metabolically active but do not divide. That period or that time period or that phase is known as the lag phase, or we can say that this is the time period where the bacteria do not divide but it is metabolically active. Okay, and it requires certain time to adjust to the new environment. What that period where there is no division but the organism or the bacteria is active, that period is known as the lag phase. And the lag phase is characterized. Okay, we are saying that division is not taking place and it is metabolically active. Okay, what are the other changes that we can see in the lag phase? Means lag phase is characterized by the period during which there is no increase in the number of cell. Okay, that means that we discussed also. That means that the bacteria is not dividing. Okay, the bacteria is not undergoing any cell division. Okay, but the size of the bacteria is increases continuously. Okay, as we transfer the organism from one medium to the fresh medium, the bacteria utilizes all these nutrients. Okay, and the bacteria will not divide. Okay, just it is increases in the size. The size of the bacteria increases continuously, so the bacteria have largest size at the end of the lag phase. Okay, this is one characteristic for the remember this point, that the size of the bacteria is increased. Whatever the size the bacteria can increase, that much size the bacteria have the increases at the end of the lag phase. This is the largest size we can see. Okay, please keep in mind the largest size of bacteria can be seen in which phase. That means that is about the lag phase. And another characteristics we can see is about in this phase microorganism, or we can say the bacteria, tries to adapt to the new environment, and it is the phase of adjustment necessary for the synthesis of enzymes and coenzymes for the physiological activities. Okay, to carry out the physiological activities, it needs certain enzymes and the coenzymes. Therefore, the bacteria, as we told that, as we discussed, that the organism or the bacteria is metabolically active. As a bacteria is metabolically active, therefore the bacteria can synthesize the enzymes and coenzymes for their physiological activities. And it is required for adjust in the physical environment around the each cell. Okay, the bacteria, it needs certain time to the adjustment because this is the new environment. Therefore, it takes certain time during this lag phase. At the end of the lag phase, the bacteria will prepare for the cell division. Okay, at the end of the lag phase, completely what much, because it is making ready, the bacteria is ready. After completion of the lag phase, then the bacteria is ready to undergo the cell division that takes place in the logarithmic phase. Okay, now if you have a summary regarding the lag phase, the first point is about it is characterized by the no increase in the cell number but the increase in the cell size. The largest size the bacteria will attain, and this is the time period where the bacteria can need certain time to adjust to the new environment, where the bacteria is metabolically active but they do not divide. That period is known as the lag phase. The largest size of bacteria we can see, and it needs certain time to adjust to the new environment. And here where the bacteria is completely making ready to go for the division of the cell, and it is also synthesize the enzymes and coenzymes for their physiological activities. These are the characteristics regarding the lag phase. Now we will go with the log phase, or it is also known as the exponential phase. Okay, log phase, that means logarithmic phase. It is also known as exponential phase. Why we can say it as the exponential means, here the bacteria will divide exponentially or about the doubling. That means if one bacteria is giving rise to, as I told, one bacteria is there it is undergoing binary fission, it is giving rise to two bacterial cells. That means 1 is giving rise to 2 and 2 is giving rise to 4 and 4 is giving rise to 8. Like that, exponentially the number is increasing. Therefore, the logarithmic phase is also known as the exponential phase, or it also known as the growth phase. Okay, it is also known as the growth phase because maximum growth can be seen. What we can indicate the growth in a bacterial growth curve? Growth is not about the increase in size, increase in the number. Okay, increase in number is representing the bacterial growth. Therefore, as the number is increasing only in the logarithmic phase, therefore we can say that logarithmic phase is also known as the growth phase or exponential phase. Okay, what changes are taking place in the logarithmic phase means during this phase bacteria divides continuously at a constant rate and the number of bacteria increases exponentially. Continuously the bacteria will divide. Okay, the bacteria will divide continuously and the number of bacteria is increasing exponentially. As I told, that means one bacteria is giving rise to 2, 2 is giving rise to 4, 4 are dividing and giving rise to 8, 8 is giving rise to 16. Like that, number is increasing exponentially. In this phase, all bacteria are in the rapid state of cell division. Okay, the cell division is taking place very rapidly or about very fastly, but they show balanced growth. Okay, all the bacteria which are present in the or transferred into the fresh medium, all the bacteria, they will attain to the cell division and they have show the balanced growth. Due to rapid cell division, the bacteria have the smallest size in this phase. Okay, if you remember the largest size can be seen in the lag phase. Whereas the smallest size, why it is the smallest size means, see, one bacteria is giving rise to 2, immediately the 2 bacteria will divide into giving rise to 4. Like that, as the division is very, very rapid. Okay, for second point you can see rapid stage of cell division. Therefore, we are not giving, or the bacteria is not taking time to increase its size. Whenever the new cell division is taking place, immediately the 2 cells will divide and giving rise to 4. Like that. Therefore, the bacteria, whatever the bacteria present during the logarithmic phase, they have the very, very smallest size in this phase. Largest size can be seen in the lag phase. Bacterial population is nearly uniform in terms of their metabolic activities, chemical composition of cell and other physiological characteristics. Whatever the bacteria we transferred into the fresh medium, all the bacterial population they have or they maintains their uniformity in their metabolic activities, chemical composition and their physiological characteristics. That's why we use the word here balanced growth. Balanced with all the bacteria they can shows. Okay. The generation time of bacteria is usually determined during the log phase. What is meant by generation time? As I discussed, generation time is also known as the doubling time. It is the time required for any bacterial cell to divide and giving rise to 2 daughter cells. That is known as the generation time. As doubling takes place, therefore it is also known as the doubling time. Okay, the generation time is determining only in the logarithmic phase because cell division takes place in the logarithmic phase only. That's why generation time is calculating. We are determining the generation time and also the mean growth rate constant that we discussed, k small k. Okay, that is also that can be calculated in the log phase. Okay, it lasts for several hours depending on the type of organism and conditions of growth and density of the organism. Okay, or whatever the bacteria we transferred, all the bacteria may not have the same bacterial or about the same lag phase or about the log phase. Suppose if we are adding, suppose we are saying about E. coli. E. coli may have lag phase somewhat less than that of the other bacteria. All the bacteria may not have the same incubation, same period of lag phase or log phase. Okay. The lag or the different phases we can say lag phase, log phase, stationary phase and the death phase. All the bacteria or all the microorganisms may not have the same time, or we are saying about same time for the different phases. That means we can say one bacteria may complete the lag phase very fastly and they may divide enters into the log phase and may divide. Some other bacteria may not adjust to the new environment, may take some more time to complete the lag phase and it may enters into the log phase somewhat slowly, okay, than that of the first bacteria. Like that, like that we can say that all the bacteria or all the microorganisms may not have the same period of lag phase, log phase. Okay, it depending on, then what it depending on the type of microorganism and depending on the conditions of growth. Suppose if you see, if we are maintaining the optimum temperature, then the bacteria will utilize the temperature, the 37 degrees Celsius if we are maintaining, then the bacteria will feel the optimum temperature and it will undergo the division very fastly. Suppose if we keeping the same bacteria at 50 degrees or about 20 degrees Celsius, then the bacteria may not have the optimum temperature. Therefore, it may not immediately they may not enter into the log phase. It needs some more time to adjust to that hot temperature or to the cold temperature. Therefore, still they are present in the lag phase. Like that, based on the type of organism, based on the conditions, based on the density of organism, the logarithmic phase may varies. Okay, if you are maintaining the optimum conditions, everything, then the bacteria may still present in the logarithmic phase only. That means they will divide continuously. Suppose if the conditions or the type of organism are different, they may complete the log phase also very fastly and enter into the stationary phase. Okay, like that, these are the characteristics, or about these are the changes that takes place in the logarithmic phase. This is the phase we can say the bacteria will divide very fastly, rapid stage of cell division is taking place and continuously division is taking place. Therefore, the number will increases exponentially. The next point is about it is having here the bacteria is having the very smallest in size, and whatever the population we added, that whole population will have the same metabolic activities, some chemical composition and their physiological characteristics. And we are determining the generation rate and generation time and the rate growth constant in the exponential phase only. And the log phase will depend on the log phase. All the microorganisms or all the bacteria may not have the same period of log phase. Okay, it depending on the type of bacteria, depending on the physical conditions, and depends on the density of organism. Okay, this is regarding the second phase, that is known as the log phase or exponential phase, or also known as the growth phase. Coming about the third phase, that is known as the stationary phase. Name itself is explaining stationary. That means, or we can say sedentary. Okay, that means that no that much of changes are not taking place in the stationary phase. We can say stationary or sedentary. Okay, there is a stop in the cell division. The bacteria reaches a state during which there is no net increase in the bacterial population. Okay, whatever the division that takes place, that all the division that completed in the logarithmic phase. Okay, if there is no increase in the cell number, that means they entered into the stationary phase. Whatever the phase where there is no cell division after the logarithmic phase, that phase is known as the stationary phase. In this phase, a constant bacterial population is maintained by balance between cell division and cell death. Here, the cell death may starts here. Therefore, here there is no division and no cell death. Okay, everything, whatever the population was obtained during the logarithmic phase, that number is constant. Okay, that number is maintained in this phase. Okay, why the bacteria enters into the stationary phase after completing the logarithmic phase means stationary phase is induced. Okay, that means the bacteria enters into the stationary phase from the logarithmic phase when there is an increase in the bacterial cell density. Okay, continuously as the bacteria is undergoing rapid cell division, then the density of the bacteria is increased. Previously, if we are added 10 number of bacteria, as the population is increasing, suppose in a 5 ml of nutrient agar medium, if the 100 number of bacteria are present, that means the cell density, because of the increase in cell density, it closes the logarithmic phase and it enters into the stationary phase. That is the one region where the bacteria can enter into the stationary phase. And what are the other reasons means depletion of nutrients in the medium. What is under the depletion? As the number of the bacteria is increasing, therefore, all the bacteria utilize the same nutrients. Whatever the nutrients we have added, we are not constantly adding the nutrients. Initially, whatever the fresh media we added, that much that nutrients, all the bacteria they have to utilize. Okay, when all the bacteria is utilizing nutrient, definitely depletion takes place. Okay, as there is no nutrients or the depletion of nutrients in the media, therefore there is no getting energy because the lack of nutrition. Therefore, they will stop the logarithmic phase and they enters into the stationary phase. And other third region, these are the three regions which are most important. That is, the third region is about accumulation of toxic secondary metabolic waste. Okay, when the bacteria will grows and divide continuously, definitely secondary metabolic wastes are produced. As the secondary metabolic wastes are produced, that are accumulated. Okay, as they are accumulated, they are toxic to the bacteria. Okay, therefore, this because of these three regions, that is about increased cell density, depletion of nutrients, and accumulation of toxic products, are about the secondary metabolic waste. Because of these three reasons, the bacteria enters into the stationary phase from the logarithmic phase. Another important point here I can say is about the production of antibiotics. Okay, the production of antibiotics such as penicillin, streptomycin, and enzymes by certain bacteria can takes place in the stationary phase. Okay, everybody can think that production of antibiotics, this is a big question also. The production of antibiotics takes place in the which phase? Lag phase, log phase, stationary phase, or the death phase or decline phase? Okay, the answer is about the stationary phase. Okay, most of the students will take the mark as the logarithmic phase, because everybody will think that that means the bacteria will divide and everything, whatever the logarithmically changes are taking place. Therefore, the answer is logarithmic phase. Okay, but the answer is about the production of antibiotics are taking place in the stationary phase. Okay, production of antibiotics such as penicillin, streptomycin, and some certain enzymes also produced during the stationary phase itself. Okay, and endospore forming bacteria sporulation also taking place during the when they enter into the stationary phase. That is what this is one of the another important characteristics to that taking place during the stationary phase, that is about the sporulation. That means the bacteria will form the spores for their reproduction. Okay, sporulation may also taking place during the stationary phase. Okay, we are saying that what is about the stationary phase? If there is no net increase in the cell population or about cell number, that stage is known as the stationary phase. When the bacteria enters into the stationary phase, when they are present in the logarithmic phase, means because of the increase in the cell density, because of the depletion of nutrients, because of the accumulation of toxic waste products, because of these three reasons, the bacteria enters into the stationary phase. Okay, the next points are about the production of antibiotics and the sporulation. These are the two that are taking place in the stationary phase. Next, coming about the next is phase, that is known as the death phase, or also known as the decline phase. Death phase. Okay, name itself explaining, that means the bacteria will start their death. That means because of the accumulation of these three reasons, the bacteria will enters into from the stationary phase to the death phase. Slowly the bacteria starts their death. Okay, and therefore it is known as the death phase. In this phase, number of bacteria decrease continuously and exponentially. Okay, we use the word exponential, means the bacteria will decreases their number, and the decrease in number also exponential. That means the two bacteria will divide, or about the four bacteria, like that. Okay, exponentially they will decrease in size. During this phase, total count of bacteria may remain constant, but the viable count decreases. Okay, total count means what is meant by the total count? The dead bacteria and live bacteria all are present in the bacteria. Suppose if the bacteria will die, they cannot move from that petri plate or about the test tube. The death bacteria also present in the test tube itself or in the medium itself. Therefore, total count means death bacteria and the live bacteria. The total count is present, remain constant, but the viable count, what is the viable count? The bacteria which are present in the live, okay, the live bacteria, they will decrease slowly. That means they will enters into the death phase. It is just the inverse of the logarithmic phase. What the logarithmic phase? Slowly they are undergoing cell division and they are increases in their number. Whereas the death phase is the decline phase, slowly they starts the death. Therefore, their number is slowly decreasing. Therefore, we can say it is about the logarithmic phase is like this and the death phase is like this. Just they are inverse of this log phase. But the death rate is slower than the growth rate. Okay, if you remember the logarithmic phase, I told that just the number will increases very rapidly. But here the death rate is not occurring very rapidly. Slowly, one by one bacteria, they will die. Death phase is brought about by the various stations. Why the bacteria will die? Because of the depletion of nutrients and because of the accumulation of toxic products and because of the more number of cell density also. These are the three reasons where the bacteria enters into the stationary phase. Still, whatever the nutrients are there, still if they are consumed, complete depletion of nutrients taking place and more amount of toxic waste products are increasing. Because of these reasons, the bacteria will die. The bacteria die at same rate and some die faster and some are more remain viable for longer time. Some bacteria may be present up to some extent. Okay, all bacteria may not die at the same rate. Okay, if you look at the whatever the bacterial growth curve, we can see bacterial growth curve, it can be represented in a graphical manner taking incubation time on the x-axis and log number of bacteria on the y-axis. We got about the hyperbolic form of the growth curve. This is about a growth curve which consisting of totally 4 phases: lag phase, log phase, stationary phase and the death phase. And the lag phase where the bacteria is metabolically active but it is not undergoing cell division. Whereas the log phase, rapid cell division is taking place. Okay, therefore see the graph is continuously it is increasing. Okay, continuously it is increasing. When there is a depletion of nutrients or if the cell density is increasing or about accumulation of toxic products, it enters into the bacteria enters into the stationary phase where there is no cell division is not taking place. Whatever the number is there, that is present at the constant. When the end of the stationary phase, whatever the nutrients present, still complete depletion takes place. Therefore, the bacteria will start die. Okay, therefore the death of the bacteria is starting. Therefore, see the curve is slowly declining. Therefore, this phase is known as death phase or also known as the decline phase. Death occurs as waste products accumulate because of the waste products accumulation and also the complete depletion of the nutrients. Because of these reasons, the bacteria will die. But here the rapid death may not take place. Slowly, exponentially, they will die, the bacteria. Okay, these are the 4 phases that we can see under the. Okay, this is the summary regarding the bacterial growth curve. Hope you understand the topic of bacterial growth curve, which is a very, very important topic.